Magomed Ankalaev is brimming with confidence ahead of his UFC 320 rematch with Alex Pereira, boldly claiming it will be much easier than the first one. The Russian powerhouse says he has already figured out Pereira's game and plans to leave no doubts this time. Beyond that, Ankalaev is also ready to welcome Khamzat Chimaev to the light heavyweight division, promising he won't hesitate to test the surging champion if he makes the move up to 205. Magomed Ankalaev warns that the rematch with Alex Pereira will be much easier than the first fight. He explains that statistics show fighting him in a rematch is always dangerous, and he believes Pereira will learn that again. When asked if he would avoid takedowns since he was outstriking Pereira in their first meeting, Ankalaev responded that anything is possible. He shares that he will do whatever it takes to dominate, whether wrestling or striking, and does not expect problems in any area.
Ну, я думаю, реванш пройдет намного легче, чем первый бой, так как статистика говорит всегда, реванши со мной выходить это очень опасно. Я думаю, мы подтвердим то же самое, что со мной не стоит выходить на реванш.
Может быть, в этот раз вообще не стоит пытаться перевести Алекса, потому что ты, в принципе, перебивал его стойки.
Все может быть. Я буду делать все, чтобы доминировать. Если бороться, надо будет бороться, биться стойки. Я думаю, у нас не будет проблем нигде.
Magomed Ankalaev said he wants Alex Pereira to be fully fit so there are no excuses after the fight. He explains that in their first meeting, some people claimed Pereira wasn't completely prepared, and he doesn't want to hear that again. Ankalaev points out that he sees clips of Pereira training where he is repeatedly taken down and keeps getting back up, showing he's preparing for that scenario. He admits it's possible he won't even try to take Pereira down since Pereira is expecting it, but emphasizes that it doesn't matter. His goal is simply to face the best version of Pereira and leave no doubt about the outcome.
Видел отрывки тренировок Алекса Перейры, где его там борют, он встает постоянно, то есть очевидно он готовится к тому, что будет вставать постоянно.
Да, вполне возможно, что я не буду его переводить. Может, он это делает зря. Ну, пускай делает, готовится. Я, наоборот, хочу, чтобы он подходил к этому бою на 100% готов, чтобы у него не оставались вопросы по поводу поединка, чтобы не было таких разговоров, как в прошлом бою, что не был готов или что-то было не сделано. Я хочу, чтобы он подошел в хорошей форме и после нашего поединка, чтобы у него не было оправдания.
Magomed Ankalaev also officially begins his fight camp for Alex Pereira ahead of UFC 320. Focusing on sharpening his skills and preparing for the high-stakes rematch, he enters camp with confidence, determined to make adjustments from their first meeting and prove himself as the superior fighter when they meet again. Meanwhile, Alex Pereira is also deep into training for his rematch with Magomed Ankalaev, pushing himself to be sharper and more prepared than ever. He is working on all aspects of his game, determined to defend his title, and leave no doubts when the two face off again at UFC 320. On the other hand, Magomed Ankalaev congratulates Khamzat Chimaev on his epic win over Dricus du Plessis. He says Khamzat proved himself by showing his power and ability to dominate a strong opponent for 5 rounds. Ankalaev notes that such a performance is not easy and adds that Khamzat fully deserved the victory.
Как тебе выступление Кhamzата Чимаева? Он сейчас стал чемпионом 84 килограмма. Как тебе бой против дю Плесси?
Да, Хамзат, я поздравляю его с этой победой. Он доказал, показал, насколько он мощный, что он может над сильным бойцом. Он 5 раундов доминирует в борьбе. Я думаю, это нелегко.
Magomed Ankalaev reacts to Khamzat's talks about possibly moving up to light heavyweight. He welcomes the idea, saying that as long as he remains in the division, anyone who wants to move up and challenge for his belt is welcome. Ankalaev adds that if Khamzat decides to test himself at 205, it's good for him, and he has no problem with it.
Хамзат допускал переход 63. В теории допускаешь вот такой поединок против Хамзата?
Не знаю, я пока на этом дивизионе, если кто-то захочет перейти, освоит мой пояс, я всегда говорю добро пожаловать. Нету проблем. Если перейдет, нету проблем.
Meanwhile, Zhang Mingyang predicts Magomed Ankalaev to retain his title in the rematch against Alex Pereira at UFC 320. He explains that Pereira doesn't seem as motivated as before, which could cost him. Zhang admits that if the old Pereira shows up, he is still the better striker, but based on Pereira's last performances, he favors Ankalaev to win again.
We mentioned the title fight. Magomed Ankalaev is the champion. He's running it back with Alex Pereira at UFC 320 on October 4th. I'm curious, who do you think wins that fight? What's your prediction for the title fight?
Yeah, I think still Ankalaev can defend his title because I think Pereira is not as motivated as before. So, I mean, if we can get the old Pereira back, he's still the better striker than Ankalaev. But for now, if he still fought like the way like he fought last fight, I think Ankalaev can still win this fight.
Zhang Mingyang believes Alex Pereira is not as motivated ahead of his UFC 320 rematch with Magomed Ankalaev. He explains that Pereira has become too rich, which naturally reduces the hunger fighters once had when they were young, poor, and chasing success. Zhang says it's normal for wealth to take away some of that drive, and in his opinion, this lack of motivation gives Ankalaev the edge in the fight.
Why do you think there's a lack of motivation there, in your opinion?
Because he has earned too much money. He's too rich. I think it's no matter who you are, as a fighter or as a human being, if you are too rich, you are just like a kind of lack of motivation. As when you are young, when you are poor, when you are hungry. I think that's normal. It's not uncommon.
On the other hand, Dricus du Plessis reacted to his loss and shared his thoughts on Instagram. He said, "It's been just over a week and he has spent time with his family and friends, the people who stand by him through wins and losses." He said the defeat only motivates him further, reminding him that setbacks are part of the path to greatness. He believes every loss is a lesson that makes the victories even sweeter. Dricus du Plessis said, "It's been just over a week and I've spent some time with my family and friends, those closest to me who will be with me win or lose. I embrace this loss with open arms because, believe me, as much as I hate losing, it's as much part of life as part of our game, and I believe it's necessary in my pursuit of greatness. Without the bitter, the sweet won't be as sweet." Dricus du Plessis added that he has no excuses for his performance, admitting he was outplayed by Khamzat that night. He congratulated his opponent and expressed gratitude for the honor of sharing the octagon with him. He also thanked fans worldwide for their love and support, along with his sponsors who continue to play a critical role in his journey. He then sent a message to those who celebrated his loss, promising that he would return the favor just as he always has. Dricus du Plessis said, "I have absolutely no excuses for my performance. I was beaten by a better fighter on the night. Congratulations to my opponent and thank you for the honor of sharing the octagon with you. Thank you for all the love and support from fans all over the world and my sponsors that has always and will in the future play a critical role in my success. And sincerely, thank you to all those who enjoy to see me fall because I'll return the favor like I always have." Meanwhile, rumors also swirl about a rematch between Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. However, Rampage Jackson dismisses the idea, saying Dricus should not even mention a rematch after such an embarrassing loss. He suggests that Dricus du Plessis might need to change divisions instead, possibly moving down in weight as he appeared stuck where he is.
Should he and his team try to seek an immediate rematch?
No.
You just got destroyed.
You just got destroyed.
Yeah,
no, DDP shouldn't even say the word or match in the same sentence in an interview.
Yeah.
Hey, with all due respect,
Yeah.
DDP need to probably go to a different weight class. He probably should like go drop down or wait.
No, he's too big to drop down.
No, he's stuck.
Ikram Aliskerov criticizes Dricus du Plessis after his loss to Khamzat Chimaev, calling the performance shameful. He says it was disappointing to see a champion fight that way, explaining that a title holder should never look so helpless inside the cage. Aliskerov adds that Dricus' showing was unworthy of a champion's standards and believes it exposed serious flaws in his game.
То, как Дрикус выступил, это не позор, я так понимаю, да, или как?
Ну, мое мнение, для чемпиона позорно. Чемпион не должен так плохо себя чувствовать в борьбе. Когда все должен показать, что ты чемпион.
However, Nate Diaz is not impressed with the Khamzat Chimaev hype, calling him a scared fighter. He says that while Khamzat looks intimidating, his approach of dominating on the ground without fully committing to strikes shows hesitation. Nate adds that a real fighter would not hold back like that, and he believes Khamzat's style makes him look like a big scared child despite his tough image.
I don't like that kind of fighting.
What's
it's boring? Fighting? It's boring to me.
Like it's when it's on the ground the whole time?
Like he's supposed to be a big scary guy, right? And do you remember when he had him in side control and he's holding him?
Yeah.
Dominating him, right? And then he's like, let's go, and he hits him a little bit, like little soft punches and shit. It's like, that's what people don't understand about like the styles. Like that type of fighter is a scared fighter. He's scared for his life that he lets go that much to hit. He's that afraid that if he lets go to hit him hard, that motherfucker might get up and get the fuck from him. So that's a scared style to me. And he comes off as this big intimidating guy, but he's a big old scared child. And I think and that's why I tweeted about it. I said, he's not a fighter because you could tell by how scared he is holding him that tight.
Nate Diaz also shared how he would approach a fight with Khamzat Chimaev. He says that to deal with Khamzat's wrestling, you either need to be better than him in that area, which very few are, or accept going to the ground and fighting from your back. Nate explains that constantly trying to defend takedowns and stand up will only drain energy and likely lead to losing on the scorecards, so the smarter strategy is to survive, adapt, and work effectively from the bottom.
If you were Dricus, how would you have defended all those takedowns?
Well, you have to be either better than him at that, which he's not at getting on top and stuff, or you have to like when I was gonna fight him, they were like, I had 5 years ago. The wrestlers coming up to me like Henry Cejudo and people coming up there like, just don't let him take it down. And I'm like, no, I'm going out there to go to the ground. You think I'm gonna sit there and try to defend the takedown the whole time?
Yeah.
And then defend, get up until you're too tired, until you get your back taken a choke like Poirier did and Gaethje. It's like, no, you don't fight like that. You learn how to fight from your back, and you're gonna lose the decision anyway. So learn how to fight there.
Nate Diaz further explained his strategy if he were to face Khamzat Chimaev. He says he would pull Khamzat into his closed guard and attack non-stop from the bottom, making it difficult for him to escape. Nate highlights the use of submissions, strikes, and constant pressure off his back, aiming to either inflict damage or secure a finish while conserving energy, instead of wasting effort trying to get back to his feet.
Get him in front of you, put him in your closed guard, and beat the out of him and finish him. You're gonna make my life a living in hell trying to get up, then I'm just not gonna try to get up. I'm gonna beat the out of you from my back and lose a decision or take you out somehow by brutally damaging your whole grill, catching you in a choke, flipping you over, and you up. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be an athlete back with you because you already obviously got that part covered. That's how he got there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I put him in front of me, put him in a closed guard, and beat the out of him. Like, I didn't plan on getting up when I fought Hamza. I'm like, let's go to the ground. I do Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a black belt. I've been for years. I plan on going to my back and finishing your or splitting your whole face open while I'm down there for 25 minutes, you know?
Meanwhile, there are a lot of talks about Khamzat's next opponent, and Dana White cleared all doubts by announcing that the next challenger for Khamzat Chimaev's title could be decided by the winner of Reinier de Ridder versus Anthony Hernandez, or Nasruddin Imavov versus Caio Borralho. He explains that both fights hold major stakes for the middleweight division and will shape who steps up against Chimaev next.
In the main event, it's a 5-round fight between middleweight contenders Reinier de Ridder and Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. That is a bad fight. And obviously next month in Paris, we have another top middleweight contender fight between number 2 ranked Imavov and 7th ranked Borralho. And then Vancouver is a few weeks later. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. And we're going to end up with a middleweight challenger for Khamzat Chimaev's title that he just won. So these fights have massive implications.
Reinier de Ridder reacts to Dana White's announcement with confidence. He says he feels comfortable wherever the fight goes, on the ground, in the clinch, or on the feet. De Ridder believes the matchup could turn into a grappling showcase, with both men testing each other in every position. He adds that he trusts his knees, takedowns, and submission threats off his back, making him confident he can match Khamzat everywhere.
Great promotion for you here. And then Khamzat responds saying, show you're a white belt.
Yeah.
This seems like good. You're getting some momentum here.
Yeah, I think I can do well in all the positions. If I end up on bottom, if I end up on top, I believe I have a lot to show in that fight, and I think it could be like a grappling fight for the ages. Our styles match up very cool, and I believe it could be a very awesome fight. Yeah. The main thought in my mind is if he takes me down, great. If I take him down, great. If it's in the clinch, great. If it's in the stand-up, it's great. So I'm not worried about where it goes at all. I think I can hit him with some good knees. I believe I can take him down.
Reinier de Ridder further praises Khamzat Chimaev's performance against Dricus du Plessis at UFC 319. He admits the fight didn't unfold the way he expected, but says he was blown away by how dominant Khamzat looked. De Ridder calls it one of the most exciting displays he's ever seen and is especially impressed that Khamzat managed to control Dricus for 5 full rounds.
So, give me your impressions. Like, what did you think of the performance? Did it play out, I assume, probably not exactly how you thought it would?
Nah, not at all. What I thought was going to happen, but it was very, very impressive. It might have been the most exciting thing we've all ever watched, but it's crazy that he was able to control Dricus like that for 5 rounds. I was very impressed.
Reinier de Ridder says he's ready to face Khamzat Chimaev as early as UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi. He believes his unique skill set presents a completely different challenge from anyone Khamzat has faced and welcomes the fight in any area, on the ground or on the feet.
And I think, like, when you look at Khamzat's dominance, like, I think you do present the toughest challenge.
Yeah, and a unique challenge, I think. My skill set is very different from the other guys, so yeah, I'm very much down for the fight. We're working on it, so hopefully it comes together. And like, if he takes me down, good. If he wants to stand up, good. So we'll see.
Would you be willing to make that quick of a turnaround in October? Is that too soon? Or if they said, hey, we need a title fight, are you willing?
100%.
No hesitation.
No hesitation. Send the contract right now.
That wraps up today's video, and we hope you've enjoyed it. Share your thoughts about this matchup in the comment section below and subscribe to our channel to get more updates and upcoming UFC encounters.